The story of how a sticky, slimy substance formed over hundreds of millions of years ago that was then commercialized by capitalist profiteers in the late 1800s, and has today become the lifeblood of almost everything we consume, is simply amazing. In this final episode, I'll give my takeaways from the past week and my predictions for the future. Why do we need oil? Well, we've set up our industries and our transportation systems around it. Today, the world consumes around 100 million barrels of oil per day. Oil is in more than 6,000 products the world consumes. Contact lenses, aspirin, toilet seats, moisturizer, asphalt, fertilizer, toothpaste, bandages, soap, antihistamines, plastics, sneakers, lubricants, sofas. Oil is in everything. Out of a barrel of oil, 45% is used for gasoline, 25% for diesel for trucks and heating oil, 9% for jet fuel and kerosene, and 13% for other products like asphalt and lipstick. In terms of total energy consumption, fossil fuels, including oil, still far outweigh renewable sources and nuclear power. That means for a country to have real energy dependence in the near future, it will need to have access to oil within its boundaries or guarantee a supply of it from producing countries. The transportation sector is the biggest consumer of oil in the United States at 70%. The U.S. consumes the most gasoline in the world at 391 million gallons of gas a day, 5 times more than the next country on the list, China. And while growing in popularity, electric vehicles make up only 2.2% of vehicles on the road today worldwide. And for now, there isn't a battery or a charger that can keep a cargo ship sailing around the seas. Plastics. About 10% of world oil supply is used for plastics. And it turns out that only 9% of plastics are recyclable. So most products you buy today are made with new plastics, like your toothbrush and your sneakers. Okay, so we know we can't get away from using oil anytime soon. Well, how much do we have left? The amount of theoretically recoverable oil changes all the time and depends on technological advancements. But the amount of relatively easily recoverable oil, until the new techniques are developed, is expected to last between 30 and 50 years. So what about the price of oil? Because of oil's importance, it doesn't always play by the rules of supply and demand. We've seen countries both withhold supply and flood the market for political gains. Prices can also fluctuate wildly with market speculation. High prices benefit countries like Venezuela and Nigeria that rely almost entirely on the price of oil to fund their social programs. Countries like the U.S., where consumption of oil is very high, benefit from cheaper prices, spurring economic growth and making transportation more affordable. These opposing forces have repeatedly led to wars in the past. Where will we go next? It seems to me that the global recovery from the pandemic will be long and slow, and the price of oil should remain low for a while. This is likely to lead to more instability in the Middle East and North Africa. Russia may see rising inflation. China, as the second largest importer of oil in the world, will buy as much as it can and grow its storage reserves. The recent pushing through of the Keystone XL pipeline will eventually lead to a recovery of the Canadian oil sand market. And the United States will consolidate and shutter its fracking industry in the near term, while moving to complete its takeover of the Venezuelan government for access to the largest oil reserves known on the planet. Unless a cheaper or more easily assimilated energy source comes along soon, or the environment and the people protesting its condition rebel, oil's price and its power will continue to play the major role in geopolitics for decades to come. If you enjoy this content, please click the like button and share, and consider subscribing for more videos. Thank you.